If someone texted, "I'm stopping by in 10 minutes," what would you do first? Most of us would rush to mop the floor right away, but professional cleaners usually do not start with the floor. They start with a smaller step, and that one step is what makes the whole home look noticeably tidier fast. In this video, I'm sharing 7 real-life cleaning habits that help your home look put together quickly without you having to push yourself. I love routines that do not require extra time or buying more stuff. It is mostly about doing things in the right order so it feels lighter right away. This is especially helpful on busy days or when you just need your home to look okay so you can finally breathe. And the first habit is something most people do backwards. It takes just 2 minutes, but it can change the mood of your whole space almost instantly. Let's start. It's not that the house is dirty, it's that the surfaces are overloaded. All right, let's start with the easiest place first. Have you noticed how sometimes your home is not messy in the dramatic sense? It is just that everything is sitting right where your eyes land. A bag you set down, a delivery box you have not opened, a jacket tossed on a chair, a half-finished drink, a few papers. None of it is bad. But together, it creates that swallowed-up feeling like the house is closing in and you do not even know where to begin. If you only have 10 minutes, or you only have a tiny bit of energy left to make things feel okay, do not start by wiping. Do not start by trying to make it clean. Start with what I call clearing the decks. It simply means getting the surface back before you do anything else. This is simple. No fancy tools. Grab a basket, a bowl, or even a tote bag. Stand in one spot. Usually I choose the kitchen counter or the coffee table because that is where I feel overwhelmed the fastest, and do one quick loop for 2 minutes. In those 2 minutes, you do one thing, only put anything that does not belong on that surface into the basket. No judging, no sorting, no putting things away yet, just collect. For example, my kitchen counter turns into a landing pad after work. Keys, grocery bags, lunch containers, my kids' notebook, sometimes scissors and tape because I just opened a package. If I try to wipe the counter while all of that is still there, I end up wiping in circles, lifting things up and putting them back down. And I feel irritated in under 30 seconds. But when I do, the 2-minute clear, the decks, I drop it all into the basket. Lunch container goes in papers, go in my kids' stuff, goes in scissors, and tape go in. That is it. And suddenly, the counter can breathe. And honestly, my brain can breathe too. Here is the key. That basket is not a promise that you will finish everything right now. It is a transfer station. It stops the spiral of I have to do it all at once. You do not. You just need the surface clear enough for the next step to feel easy. And something interesting happens. Once the surface is even a little clearer, you naturally want to wipe one clean line. You want to do 30 seconds more. Not because you got motivated, but because your brain finally sees a task with an ending. I did something. I made progress. That feeling matters, especially when you are already overloaded. Okay, now that the surface is lighter, I do not want you to start scrubbing yet because scrubbing is what drains you the fastest. The next tip is a professional trick that helps you clean with less effort. Spray first, wipe later. And if you notice that lighter feeling doesn't only come from wiping faster, it comes from having fewer little things living temporarily all over the house, pulling at your eyes every time you walk by. Tomorrow, I'm sharing a video that's all about small, simple swaps. The kind where you change where something lives, tweak one tiny habit, or replace one everyday default, and the whole space feels lighter the moment you walk in. A lot of these are the "I cannot believe I didn't do this sooner" kind of changes. They're especially for the days when you don't have the energy to declutter or deep clean, but you still want your home to feel less heavy right away. If tip 1 helped you breathe out, even a little tomorrow's video will make you want to stand up and do just one swap and feel the room soften immediately. I'm not lazy, I'm just out of energy for scrubbing. Next, this is the step that keeps you from running back and forth. It also keeps you from falling into that pattern where you scrub while sighing, then you get irritated, and then you quit. Honestly, some days I look at a greasy stovetop, a sink with water spots, or a slightly dull bathroom basin, and I feel tired before my hand even touches a cloth. Because what I'm dreading is not wiping. I'm dreading scrubbing the kind where you push and push until your wrist hurts and your back is tight and cleaning starts to feel like punishment. So I treat this tip like a rule that protects my energy spray first wipe later. You stop using your body to win against grime. You use time. You let the product or warm soapy water do the heavy part, and you only do the light part. Here's the simple version that I can repeat even on a busy day. Right after you do the 2-minute clear, the decks grab your spray and do one short loop. Choose only 3 hot spots. Do not get ambitious because ambition is how we crash. First, the counter and the area around the stove. That thin, greasy layer is stubborn, even when it doesn't look dramatic. Spray a light layer. If you don't have anything fancy, warm water with a tiny bit of dish soap works. Second, the sink and the faucet. This is where water spots and soap residue build up. Spray around the faucet and the rim of the sink, basically the places your eyes always land. Third, one spot in the bathroom, not the whole bathroom. One spot that makes the room feel okay fast, the toilet or the sink or the mirror, just one. Now the most important part. Put the bottle down and walk away. I joke that I'm letting it work for me. Give it 5 to 10 minutes. During that time, do the low effort stuff. Take out the trash, replace the liner, gather a few stray items from the transfer basket you made in tip 1, or simply pour yourself water. The goal is not to fill every second. The goal is to not stand there scrubbing. Here's what it looks like in real life. My stove area gets that invisible greasy film. If I wipe it right away, it smears, it looks streaky, and I end up wiping the same spot over and over, getting more annoyed each pass. But if I spray first, then I go toss trash and clear the dining table. When I come back, the grease has softened. I fold my cloth into quarters, wipe one slow, clean line, flip to a fresh side, and wipe once more. Done. No fighting, just handling it. This tip also helps emotionally because it pulls you out of that belief that cleaning has to be hard work to count. Sometimes clean is just doing things in the right order, and when you stop forcing it, you can actually stay consistent instead of doing one big heroic clean and then burning out. Okay, now your surfaces are lighter and your messiest spots are softening while you breathe. Next, I want to fix the thing that secretly wastes the most time cleaning in random circles. That is why the next tip is about a simple route, top to bottom and back to front, so you stop exhausting yourself. I'm not lacking discipline, I'm just cleaning in circles. This is the point where I want you to do something that sounds small but honestly saved me for years. Follow a route. Most days when I'm exhausted, it's not because the house is unbelievably dirty. It's because I'm cleaning in a way that lets the house pull me around. I see a cup on the table, so I grab it. I walk past the kitchen and spot a dish towel, so I pick it up. I step into the bathroom and notice the mirror, so I wipe it. Then I come back to the living room and see the couch again, and I start over. I end up walking in circles, and 20 minutes later, I'm drained, and the room still doesn't look done in any satisfying way. So this tip is not about cleaning harder. It's about making your brain stop making constant decisions. You only need to remember 2 simple rules, top to bottom and back to front. Then you stick to them like a handrail. Top to bottom means you do not touch the floor first. You handle what's at eye level first because that's what overwhelms you the fastest. Kitchen counters, dining table, coffee table, TV stand, the top of a cabinet, light switches, door handles, the mirror, the faucet. And you're not polishing. You're wiping until it looks calm, one clear pass, then move on. Do not circle, back to check because checking is what quietly drains your energy. Back to front means you start at the farthest corner of the room and work your way toward the door. This keeps you from getting stuck in the middle, and it also stops that constant back and forth. I picture it like I'm pulling the room forward one step at a time. When I reach the doorway, I know I completed one full loop. Here's what this looks like in a real living room. I start at the corner farthest from the door with my transfer basket from tip 1. I quickly scoop up anything that doesn't belong in the living room and drop it into the basket, no putting things away yet. Then I wipe the higher surfaces like the coffee table and the TV stand. If there are stray items, I either put them in the basket or group them in one spot. I do not start sorting on the spot. Next, I handle the couch fold, the throw blanket fluff, the pillows back into place, grab anything that fell into the cushions. And only then do I do the floor vacuuming or sweeping along the same path from the back of the room toward the door. It only needs to be good enough to feel better. It does not need to be perfect. One small detail that keeps you from veering off midway, you will notice things you want to put away properly, a jacket that should be hung up, a bottle that belongs in the kitchen, your kid's toy that needs to go back to their room. If you take 5 detours, you lose the route, and when you lose the route, you lose your energy. My rule is simple. Put it in the transfer basket, finish the loop, return items at the end. The biggest benefit of following a route is not that your home gets a little cleaner, it's that your mind gets quieter. You stop asking yourself, what do I do next? You just follow the path, and the path leads you to an ending. Okay, but there's one thing a good route cannot solve by itself. If you still have the habit of setting things down for now, your surfaces will fill up again within hours. That's why the next tip is a 5-second habit that blocks the mess from rebuilding. Pick it up, put it away. I'm not messy, I'm just constantly setting things down for now. Okay, this is the 5-second habit that changes everything quietly. Because even if you clear the decks and follow a great route, your home will feel heavy again. If your default move is, I'll put it here for now. That for now is how counters disappear. That for now is how a chair turns into storage. And it's not because you don't care. It's because you're tired, you're juggling a lot, and you're just trying to get through the day. The habit is simple. Pick it up, put it away. I know it sounds obvious, but the real point is the timing. You do it while the item is already in your hand before your brain starts negotiating, I'll do it later. To make this realistic in a real home, I don't aim for everything perfectly organized. I aim for everything has an easy home. Keys get a small tray by the door, mail gets one basket, not 3 piles. The remote gets one spot, even if it's just a little bin on the coffee table. Jackets get one hook. Because when an item's home is easy, putting it away takes 5 seconds. When an item's home is complicated, putting it away takes a decision, and decisions are what we run out of on a normal weekday. Here's a real example. I used to drop my bag on the kitchen chair and tell myself I'd deal with it later. Later never came, and the chair became a mountain. Now I have one hook right by the door. It's not pretty, it's not decor, it's just there. I walk in and my bag goes on the hook before my shoes even come off. Not because I'm more disciplined, but because it's the path of least resistance. Same with scissors and tape. If I set them down for a second on the counter, they'll live there for a week. So I gave them a drawer one step away. I'm not building a fancy system, I'm just removing friction. This habit helps emotionally too, because it stops that slow, constant buildup that makes you feel like you're failing. You're not failing. You're living in a space where things don't have an easy landing spot. When you practice, pick it up, put it away. Your home stops collecting little stressors all day long. And at night, your eyes aren't scanning the room for problems. And I want to say this gently, you don't have to do it perfectly with everything. Start with one category that annoys you most. For some people, it's keys and bags by the door. For others, it's cups on the coffee table. For others, it's clothes on the chair. Pick one. Give it one simple home. Practice the habit there first. That alone creates a noticeable shift. Okay, so now you have a route that keeps you from cleaning in circles and a 5-second habit that keeps clutter from rebuilding. Next, I want to give you the routine that makes mornings feel lighter even when life is chaotic. A 10-minute closing shift at night. It's not about cleaning perfectly, it's about waking up to less pressure. I don't need a perfect home. I just want an easier morning. This is the routine I wish someone had handed me years ago. Not because it makes your house sparkle, but because it changes how you feel the moment you wake up. When life is busy, mornings are already loud. You open your eyes and your brain starts listing everything. And if the kitchen is full of dishes and the counters are covered, you feel behind before you even stand up. That feeling is heavy. So a 10-minute closing shift is not deep cleaning. It's not you proving you're productive. It's a small reset at the end of the day that tells, tomorrow, I'm not starting from chaos. 10 minutes, that's it. And it works because it has a clear boundary. When the timer ends, you stop. No dragging it out. I keep the structure exactly the same every time, so I don't have to think. Just 3 steps. Step 1 is trash. I do a quick sweep of anything that will smell or visually shout at me in the morning. Food wrappers, empty cups, packaging, little crumbs on the counter. If I have the energy, I replace the bag or take it out. If I don't, I at least gather it. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is lowering the noise in the room. Step 2 is clearing one surface. Just one, not the whole house. Usually it's the kitchen counter or the dining table, because those are the landing pads for everything. I put anything that doesn't belong there into the same transfer basket from tip 1. At night, I don't put every item away. I'm simply giving myself one clear place to start in the morning. Honestly, if you only do this step, you'll feel it the next day. Step 3 is setting up one small thing for tomorrow. People skip this, but for me, it's what turns cleaning into taking care of myself. Fill your water bottle and set it in the fridge. Put your coffee mug out, return your keys to the tray, pack the one thing you always scramble for, lay out a top. Nothing big. One small gift to your morning self. This is what it looks like in my real life. Some nights, I'm done. Not unmotivated, just cooked. I set a 10-minute timer and put on one song. I sweep the counter trash into my hand, drop the random stuff into the basket, wipe one quick line where I'll make coffee, and put my keys back in the tray. Then I stop. The kitchen isn't perfect, but the next morning I walk in and I don't get that immediate wave of pressure. I can breathe. And to me, that's worth more than a showroom kitchen. If you live with other people, this matters even more because it's the moment you're not cleaning for the whole household. You're creating a softer starting line for yourself. And if your brain says 10 minutes won't matter, I want you to try it for 3 nights. Not forever, just 3. The difference shows up in how your morning feels. And honestly, once you have that calmer starting line, the next little win feels so much easier. If you want that instant, wow, this looks clean moment, I have a tip that takes 1 minute. It shifts the mood of your bathroom fast. 1 minute. Mirror reset. I don't need the whole bathroom clean. I just need it to look okay when I walk in. Next, this is my 1-minute mood shift. Because there are days when I cannot handle clean the bathroom as a project, but I can handle 60 seconds. And I've learned that one clean mirror can change the entire feeling of a bathroom faster than almost anything else. It's the difference between walking in and feeling judged by smudges, and walking in and thinking, okay, this is fine. Here's the simple real-life version. You need one cloth. If you have a glass cloth, great. If not, a microfiber cloth is fine. The trick is not pressure. The trick is doing it the same way every time so you don't fuss. I like to lightly spray the cloth, not the mirror, because spraying the mirror is how you end up with drips and streaks that annoy you. Then I wipe from top to bottom in one steady pass, and I finish with a quick side-to-side sweep on the bottom edge where toothpaste spots love to live. If you're in a hurry and you don't even want to grab spray, you can do this with warm water on the cloth, especially if the mirror is just dusty or lightly smudged. The goal is not a perfect polished mirror. The goal is my eyes feel calmer. And it counts even if it's not perfect. Let me tell you where this really helps. On those mornings when you're already running late, you go into the bathroom, you see streaks on the mirror, water spots on the faucet, and you immediately feel like everything is slipping. But if your mirror is clear, your brain reads the whole space as cleaner. It's almost unfair how strong that effect is. And for overwhelmed days, I'll take any unfair advantage I can get. One small tweak that makes this easier to keep up is pairing it with something you already do. For me, it's right after I wash my face at night or right after I brush my teeth. I'm already standing there, the cloth is under the sink. I do one quick wipe. That's it. No later, no mental negotiation, just 1 minute while I'm already in the spot. And if you want to take it one tiny step further, without turning it into a whole task, you can do a quick wipe on the faucet handle too, because it's right there and it gives you that little sparkle feeling, but only if you have the energy. The mirror alone is enough. Okay, now we've talked about the habits that protect your mornings and the quick wins that shift the mood fast. The last tip is the one I use as a finishing line so my brain can stop scanning for what's left. It's 30 seconds one spot and it signals, we're done. Let's talk about the sparkle spot. I don't need to keep cleaning. I need a clear, we're done signal. Next, this is my finish line. Because the hardest part for me isn't starting, it's stopping. I can do a few quick steps, but then my eyes keep scanning the room like a radar. There's always one more thing. One more smudge, one more corner. And suddenly, what was supposed to be a small reset turns into a whole cleaning shift, and I end the night irritated instead of relieved. So I created what I call a 30-second sparkle spot. It's 30 seconds on one tiny area that changes how the whole space feels. And more importantly, it tells your brain, we're done. Not everything is perfect, just you're allowed to stop. Here's how it works. You pick one spot with the highest visual payoff, usually something that catches the light, the kitchen faucet, the bathroom faucet, handle the stove knobs, or the bottom edge of the mirror. You're not choosing randomly. You're choosing the spot your eyes naturally land on when you walk in. That's why it feels like the whole room is better. Then you set one tiny rule, one spot, only, 30 seconds only. You grab your cloth, do one quick wipe, maybe one small spray if needed, and you stop. No expanding? No, since I'm here, because that since I'm here is exactly how we lose the boundary and end up drained again. Here's what it looks like in real life. Some nights, my kitchen is not magazine clean. A pan might still be soaking. The counter might not be perfect, but if I wipe the faucet and the handle area, the whole sink zone suddenly looks taken care of. My brain reads it as, okay, we handled this. In the bathroom, if I already did the 1-minute mirror reset, I'll add a 10-second wipe on the faucet handle and the space feels finished. It's small, but the signal is strong. This tip is gentle emotionally too. Because when you're overwhelmed, you don't need more tasks. You need closure. You need the feeling that you completed something in your home, even if the rest is still real life. The sparkle spot gives you that without asking you to do more. If you want to make it even easier, keep your cloth or a small wipe where you'll actually use it under the sink or in a kitchen drawer. Not hidden behind 10 steps. The whole point is low friction. 30 seconds has to stay 30 seconds. So that's the full chain. Clear the decks in 2 minutes. Spray first, then wipe. Follow the route. Pick it up and put it away. 10-minute closing shift, 1-minute mirror, reset, and finally, the the sparkle spot to end. These aren't perfect home habits. They're my home feels lighter, so I can breathe habits. If you made it this far, and you still have a not done house sitting in your head, I want to say something very specific. You do not have to clean more to earn the right to rest. You just need one small signal that tells your body, this is enough for today. Tonight, don't try to do everything. Just choose one thing. Set a timer for 2 minutes and clear one surface, or do a 10-minute closing shift with the same 3 steps, or wipe the mirror for 1 minute so the bathroom looks okay again. One thing is enough because the goal isn't a perfect home. The goal is waking up tomorrow and not feeling overwhelmed in the first 5 minutes. If you want, leave a comment and tell me which one you're choosing today and what area of your home is draining you the most right now. I read them all, so I know what actually helps. And if any part of this video made you feel even a little lighter, you can hit so I know what was useful. And if you want to keep building a home that feels easier to live in, you can subscribe. And if you do come back tomorrow, I'm sharing the kind of small swaps that don't feel like cleaning at all, but make your space feel instantly lighter. Think of it as changing the way your home lands on your nervous system. You're not doing a big reset. You're removing tiny points of friction that quietly drain you all day. It's one of those topics where once you see it, you can't unsee it. And it's the difference between a home that constantly asks for more from you and a home that gives you a little more breathing room back. If today's video helped even a little, tomorrow's one is the kind you'll wish you'd had sooner.